There's been a domino effect in the collapse of the crypto industry. Dominoes falling. The fall of the stablecoin Terra sparked a wave of losses leading to bankruptcy filings. For 5 major crypto companies, paused withdrawals and declining value for cryptocurrencies, but the contagion effects to the wider economy have been limited, so there's like massive carnage over here. But not much impact over here. Usually when an industry collapses, dominoes falling. It has the potential to ripple far out to other parts of the economy and can even spark a financial crisis. But so far, for crypto the fallout has been pretty contained. Here's why the crypto industry's collapse has happened in a closed loop. Dominoes falling. The finances of many crypto companies are intertwined. It's a very incestuous kind of scene where you have the same companies lending to each other, borrowing from each other, and then trading with each other. Just looking at a slice of the industry, you can see how closely related those 5 bankrupt companies were. 3 Arrows, a crypto-focused hedge fund, had invested in crypto assets and companies and took loans out from other companies. One of these investments was Terra's sister token Luna. When these assets fell, so did 3 Arrows' balance sheet. As a result, the company failed to repay debts and was ordered to liquidate in June. In the wake of that bankruptcy, crypto lenders, BlockFi, Voyager and Celsius were taking losses on declining digital currency prices and on loans they had given to 3 Arrows. Then crypto exchange FTX extended a line of credit to BlockFi and its sister company Alameda extended a line to Voyager. Voyager filed for bankruptcy in July. A few days later, Celsius did too, and when FTX filed for bankruptcy in November due to a mismanagement of funds, BlockFi followed. It's like these companies are all wearing these different hats with each other, so you can see how these companies are so interconnected and so intermingled that it sets the stage for contagion to have a really devastating effect. The Financial Stability Oversight Council said in a report in October that this interconnectedness is part of why the industry can crumble so quickly. One of the reasons those companies are so tightly linked, traditional finance institutions have stayed pretty separated from crypto. For example, if you look at the list of some of Celsius' biggest creditors, in their bankruptcy filing, there aren't any banks listed. In other industries, for example, banks will provide credit lines or arrange corporate bonds or do other sorts of financings. In crypto it's been much more limited. There just hasn't been the same embrace that other industries have seen. A small handful of banks like these have courted crypto companies, but big players in the financial market have been more hesitant. Okay, I'm a major skeptic on crypto tokens, which you call currency like Bitcoin. Regulation for banks, which is helped set by the Office of the Controller of the Currency, requires them to have a number of safety measures in place before engaging with digital assets. The resilience of the traditional banking system to the recent events in crypto is not an accident. Rather, it is due, at least in part, to federal bank regulators' continued and intentional emphasis on safety and soundness and consumer protection. Crypto makes up just 0.01% of exposure for banks. Since the traditional Wall Street banks have not really participated in the space, it's been left to the crypto companies themselves to act as like de facto banks within the space. You see how these companies have become so interconnected and intermingled that the failure of one can bring down the rest. But that isolation has helped prevent the crypto crisis from spilling into the larger economy. Think about the housing crash in 2007 that eventually led to the Great Recession. When housing prices declined, it sparked a crisis in subprime loans, as some banks had a stake in these type of mortgages. That crisis leaked into the traditional financial system. It began to snowball and cause a system-wide meltdown, and major financial institutions like Lehman Brothers failed because of their exposure to the housing market. Other industries like housing also have value in the economy. There's dollars behind it, but crypto's value is still mostly speculative. This is what happens when you have a lot of money pouring into an unregulated industry that has little discernible clear value aside from the speculation itself. While the crash has been mostly contained in this case, it's left a lot of questions about how financial institutions might interact with the industry in the future. Please subscribe for the next video. Thanks for watching.